So, Joe, would you believe it if I told you that I just came back from the theater?
Oh shit, you love the theater.
These days, I think you go a little more than I do.
Well, I usually go because I go for free. There was an exception a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, free, you know, gives us something to review and talk about. But you like paying, you don't like free things.
Oh, well, it was free to me because I used a gift card, you see.
Oh, okay, okay.
And luckily, the bar at the theater, they took gift cards too.
That is a good, that's really good, yeah.
So, yeah, I haven't been to this theater, old AMC Golf Point 30 outside of Houston, or maybe it is in Houston city limits, since the Dio documentary. This is the one I usually got to go to for like special screenings and shit like that. So, I saw this movie called The Substance. Have you heard from it?
I've kind of heard of it. I think one of the draft houses over here was doing some gimmick where they were going to give you a bottle of the substance or something if you went to their screening. And I've like ignored a few trailers that have come through. I guess they popped up in social media and I just scroll by them, because I don't really watch trailers anymore, Tom.
Yeah, a lot of them give the fucking movie away and
Yeah.
all that kind of thing. I try to avoid them as much as I can, but I was just working watching YouTube a few weeks ago, maybe even a month or two ago now, and I heard this wacky music on. So I looked over and I was like, what the fuck is this? And the trailer started playing, and I was like, man, this is either going to be really cool or shit. And that was the only time I heard anything about this fucking movie until a couple days ago, and I seen a couple trailers, or not trailers, but reviews pop online from movie reviewers,
Hmm.
I guess you would call them, on my YouTube feed. So I was just like, oh shit, this is out, terrific. I'll go check this out and be severely disappointed or say, hey, that was pretty cool. So no, it's not out yet, but there was a special screening tonight. So I was just like, yeah, I'll go check it out. I don't have work to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, uh went in there. For some reason the AC wasn't turned on in the theater. That was fucking crazy. You walk in there and you just feel the stale funk in the warm air, and I was just like, I drove all this way, dog. Lucky it's only 2 hours and 20 minutes, and you still got 20 minutes before the movie starts. It could be longer.
Yeah. Like a theater's like a fucking bus station if there's no AC going.
But yeah, I was in there, feeling it, started, so I'm getting a little immersed. But then the trailers came on, and hey, they put the air on. Terrific. So after 25 minutes of trailers, the movie started. Oh, no, it didn't. There were like three AMC commercials promoting AMC, saying I'm already fucking there.
Yeah, that's the weirdest shit, Old fucking what's her name? The one that was trying to kill your buddy Paddington, comes out and tells you, "Oh, it's great to go to the movies," or what. Weird shit, and like, yeah, I'm here. I'm here already, lady.
So, The Substance, the new hit motion picture starring Demi Moore. So, in this one, old Demi plays not Jane Fonda. She's like an aerobics guru or whatever. I guess she has a daily show where she does aerobics, and she just wears a fucking bathing suit, and it's look at her butt cheeks, look at her butt cheeks, look at her butt cheeks. Half of this movie is look at her butt cheeks, check it out, look at her butt cheeks,
So
look at her
pretty.
butt cheeks. Well, not hers, but like all the ladies in the movie, because
Oh.
it kind of revolves around this aerobics show.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, she gets kicked to the curb for being a fucking old bitch. They need to find a new young, tight body to throw in there. But on the way home, she's driving. Like, this is crazy. She's like fucking like the biggest star there is in this world. It takes place in Hollywood. She just does this aerobics show or this aerobics set of, I'm pretty sure it's on fucking TV. But she sees her billboard getting torn down and she's, oh, meals deal. Fucking car hits her.
Mm.
That shit fucking flips over. That looked pretty cool. Like the car fucking tumbling over the inside and all that shit. So she goes and gets checked out at the hospital. She's fine, but this one creepy nurse is like, oh, I gotta do one more thing to you, and starts feeling around her spine and shit. And then he's like, oh yeah, you'll make a great candidate. Oh, I mean, everything seems to be okay. Bye. So she puts her clothes on, puts her jacket on, reaches into her pockets, finds this little note. It's like a giant USB thing that says the substance. It says, hey, call this number for the substance or whatever it said. And she does, and she's, oh no, she puts the stick in the TV and plays the video that's on it. She's like, hey, are you an old bitch? You want to be a young bitch and unlock your inner you? You know, when you were a hot piece of ass and shit. Not like this old fucking washed up whore you are, but hey, if you do, call to get the substance. And she does. And I know this is a spoiler review, but that's all I'm going to say about the movie until I say, if me saying shit like early Peter Jackson, Brian Usna, or Frank Henenlotter stands out to you,
You had
just,
me on that last one.
I know, hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
True.
So, if any of those stick out to you, just don't bother with the spoiler review. Come back after you watch it and watch it. I'm going to get into it now. uh I don't think you're going to give a fuck, Joe,
Yeah.
because the shit that I liked about it, I don't think you're going to like about it, Joe.
But listeners, you've been warned. Okay, he told you this is the spoilery part, so it's on you if you haven't fucking pressed pause, go to the movies, and then come back and then press unpause. Tough shit for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be something if I'm saying, hey, go watch this. So okay, here we go. So she injects herself with this little kitten shit, and then like a fucking young hot broad like rips out of her back. You see like her actual back rip open and her come out of it. And it's like every 7 days they gotta switch on and off. One will be like on a coma on the floor. They gotta suck out fucking spinal fluid and inject themselves with it. And if she stays the young broad for too long, like there's two people. One's fucking like in a coma on the floor, on the bathroom floor, and the other one's out running their life. But of course, she's going to want to be the young broad longer. But it's like, hey, every 7 days, you got to switch. No exceptions. What happens if she fucking stays out late? Just, yeah, like the ring, but no videotape.
Okay.
So like pieces of her start to get old. Like she's out like I don't know, maybe 12 hours late before she's like, all right, let's switch now. And then like Demi Moore's hand is like all old as shit. And then that just keeps happening until the fucking the young lady, because the young lady gets her job because oh, we got to hire new young lady, so oh, we get her, and oh, it's terrific, everything's working out great. She doesn't
Okay,
want
so
to.
but it's her, right? It's not a different individual. It's her consciousness in this young body.
Yeah, they make sure to say, you might be two people but you're one.
Okay, and you said so this old body, her Demi Moore body, is in a coma, and that's
Kinda, I mean, just fucking dead on the floor,
yeah.
not really able to do shit, but
They just leave her there, soiling herself and everything, or
yeah.
okay, okay,
Because like she's a big star. She's has this penthouse apartment no one's gonna fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? She just leaves her on the bathroom floor. So, she's like, what would happen, I guess, is no, I just want to stay this young person. Fuck the consequences. So, about 3 months later, Demi Moore, she's all used up. There's no more spinal fluid to be had. But she calls the numbers like, well, you got to switch back to refill the spinal fluid. So she does. And, how longer you stay, the older you get or whatever. So now Demi Moore looks like fucking Wooga Booga from Barbarian, complete with long fucking goofy tits. She looks like that green swamp witch with the hunchback and the
Yeah.
I forget what movie it's from. But she looks like that, but in flesh tone. It's a really good makeup. And it's a bunch of that shit. And at this time, this is like fucking an hour and a half in, and the whole time I'm just like, all right, I get it. This is a lot of build up, not much is happening. We got this fucking goofy makeup and shit that looks cool. There's a little gore effects here and there, but everybody in the theater's laughing but me. So I was thinking, man, should I just leave? I mean, I should probably just leave if, everyone's laughing. This movie just keeps going the fuck on, and I'm just sitting here. Great. It's going to be another one of these movies where it just goes on, and in the end, nothing happens. Ooh, it was a haunted bellboy all the time. Ooh.
Living in the walls.
Mm-hmm. But I stayed because I drove that long, and I said, fuck it. I'm here. So eventually, old Demi Moore says, oh, I don't want to be this anymore. I just want to be me. I don't care if I have to stay as this old wooga booga. This is driving me crazy. So they send her a syringe of fucking Terminator fluid, which will kill the body, I guess. So she sticks the young one with the shit. She has a change of heart. No, if at least with her I can still be famous. Whoa, 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 whoa. So they do a little blood transfusion thing, like the switch. You got to hook each other up and switch each other's blood and shit. So now the young lady goes and does her fucking New Year's Eve thing, but she fucking killed the other lady out of rage. Like, oh, why would you try and kill me? She knocks the fuck out of her, and she goes to because she just became like this huge star from doing all these aerobics. So now they're having her host fucking Dick Cavett rocking New Year's Eve or whatever the fuck it is. But it's just like, looks like it takes place in a little high school gymnasium. There's a line, it's like, oh, you're gonna have 50 million people watching you, and it's like a high school theater auditorium.
Mhm.
But that's fine. In this fucking, 50 million viewer show, it has a bunch of showgirls with their tits hanging out. Sure. Okay. So she goes to do the thing, but shit's fucked because her real self is like dead now. So her nose starts bleeding, her fucking teeth start falling out. She starts pulling them out, and she remembers, hey, if I use the activator again, maybe I'll birth a younger self from me, the younger self now. That's all fucked up. And, maybe we can keep this train going. So, it says one use only, discard after using. Don't do it again. You won't like what happens if you do it again.
Don't do it. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
And this is about 2 hours into the movie now. We had the cool makeups. We had fucking Demi Moore in this old goofy witch makeup, like getting her head repeatedly smashed into a fucking mirror where it's like all bloody and swollen up. And I mean, that was all right. But if everything else was just, a bunch of buildup waiting to get to it, this better be something. Okay, so she injects herself with the fucking reagent. Nothing's happening, and then something happens, Joe. A monster that looks like something a cross between the Blair monster from The Thing and the cicada man from The Beast Within rips out of her fucking back. Demi Moore's face is like it's a real face, but there's makeup and shit all around it to make it look like her face is coming out of this creature's back. There's a twisted fucking arm in it. So I can't go out to the fucking do the show like this. So she has this giant picture of herself. She cuts the face off, puts lipstick on it, wears it like a mask, and then goes to the fucking to go do the show. And whoo, everybody's pretty sick and grossed out that she's this hideous fucking monster thing. So the crowd, get it, kill it, it's a freak. Her fucking arm gets chopped. No, first her eyeball pukes out a tit. It's the craziest fucking thing. And I was just like, all right, movie. I was about to leave, but you just made me do a complete fucking 180 because that's the craziest goddamn shit I've ever seen in a theater. And this is a Demi Moore movie. And so the fucking arm gets cut off and it sprays blood, dude. Dead Alive is no longer the goriest fucking scene in a movie. I don't care. People say, oh, that Evil Dead. No, that rained blood. That doesn't fucking count. This was just blood spurting all over men, women, and children in this fucking thing. Dude, minutes and minutes and minutes. This shit was going on. This motherfucker hit the monster's head with like a microphone stand or something. The shit exploded. Blood went fucking everywhere. The head just fucking grew back. And it's like just 20 minutes of insane monster gore action, just the wildest shit you've ever seen. And then the monster escapes, pieces start like blowing off, just like exploding, and the monster falls down. Demi Moore's fucking face separates from the creature, and it has like all this ripped up flesh and shit around the face. It crawls over to her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It just smiles like a fucking idiot and melts. And then the street cleaner just comes by and cleans up the mess, and the movie's over. It was the craziest goddamn shit I have ever seen in a movie, and I'm glad I stayed for that shit because fuck, I was not expecting this weird fucking Frankenhooker monster to fucking walk around at the end and molest the audience with fucking all the blood in Africa.
So, does this make movies take place like in the 80s or something?
Man, I was thinking that.
Because of aerobics is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, no, I know, but they're using cell phones.
You only see aerobics now in like independent horror comedy movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's modern day. I think it might be like an alternate reality.
Okay.
Let's just say that an alternate reality where a daily aerobic show would be the hottest fucking thing in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's vanity will get you, Joe. Ah, vanity, my favorite sin. Al Pacino, fucking. You know? But yeah, fuck, dude. Like, I get it. I get what they were going for, but I don't need to sit through fucking 2 hours of that shit to get to the wildest shit I've ever seen in a theater. Now, I'm happy I did sit there for that long, but we could have cut this shit down. 2 hours, 20 minutes. That's a fucking long time. And it was well acted. Demi Moore did a great job. Everybody did a great job, but if you're just sitting there, yep, I get it. She, she wants to be young, so she's going to stay out and she's just going to get a little older and then she's going to get a little more older. Yep, I get it.
Well,
No, you don't, fucker. Watch this.
so like in those 7 days, like she's back up in 7 days and that other body's down for 7 days.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's real hard to maintain a job, if you're going to be gone for every other week.
She when she goes to the audition or whatever and she gets the job, she's like, hey, I got to take care of my fucking sick mother every week. And old Randy Quaid, he's like the producer, he's just like, oh darling, for you we'll do whatever you need. So that's how that's
cover that. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's well made and it looks so well. No, it's kind of has a little style that I didn't care for. Like they stylize it a little bit. And I'm just like, I mean, I get it. It's kind of an art house movie, but in the end, it's just a bullshit rubber monster movie, and you tricked us all. You fuck. But yeah, it's just, yep, I get it. I know it's gonna happen. That makeup looks good. Oh, look at her smashing her face against. Oh my god! And it turned into the fucking cicada boy. Yeah, it was wild shit, but I think you would like it up until that part where it gets so fucking wild.
Okay.
But I mean, because it's like Dead Alive, Frankenhooker, Society Monster thing, you know what I'm saying? Where it just looks like The Thing, but with fucking Cicada Boy on it. Everything looks good. It's just, if the movie was like 20 minutes shorter, I probably would have gave the movie a little higher rating. Like I've given it 4 out of 5 just because of that last 20 minutes was fucking awesome. And I mean, everything before that was fine. Like I said, it's a fucking great made, well-made movie. But if you're just watching it, yep, I know she's going to stay out and shit's going to happen. I gotcha. Those last 20 fucking minutes, dude, awesome. Fucking awesome. Yeah. It'll probably make a list. But yeah, if I thought about leaving, it can't be number fucking 1.
Your head at the theater, then yeah, it's that takes it down a peg or two.
Like I said, everybody else was laughing. Most people, a lot of the ladies were laughing more. Like this movie was directed by a lady, so I guess
when you say they were laughing, were they laughing because they were intended to laugh, or they were okay? All right, I got you.
Like it's a dark comedy,
right? Yeah.
But yeah, it just gets wild as fuck at the end, and it fucking saved it and elevated the whole fucking thing. Mm-hmm. Like if I was ready to walk out now, I'm just like, God damn, you got to see this goofy shit. It did its job. It just fucking took a while to get there.
Yeah.
It's like telling the Aristocrats joke, and then you get to the end and you're just like, you son of a bitch. But yeah, check it out. It's wild as shit. This is definitely going to be a cult classic for sure. But yeah, check that shit out or don't.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Support Tom and Joe by going to DWNProductions.net and fanscustomshirts.com. Thank you for checking us out. See you next time.